Hello, my science people. Sunday, it's Danny Fish, and we are going to talk about smell. You're probably questioning what smell has to do with food science, but that's the point, so. Mission accomplished. I'm a mystery. We are only able to actually taste 5 different types of taste. Sweet, salty, sour, bitter. And there's this last one called umami, which kind of is like describing what savoriness tastes like. But we're able to smell hundreds, thousands different types of smells. Try not to think of smells as like a sign to a specific thing and then that thing just holds that one smell. So it's not coffee has a smell, anchovies has a smell, and oranges has a smell. Think of it more as each specific thing that could possibly be has a combination, a little package of compounds and chemicals create that smell. Some of those things smell like other things because they share similar compounds and chemicals with each other. To actually smell something, molecules need to evaporate from whatever it is that you're trying to smell and create that little package of vapor compounds that we just talked about. That little vapor package makes its way through your nasal cavity and tries to get to your smell receptors in your nose, but also because it's in your nose, it's covered in mucus. That mucus is actually mostly water, and that water absorbs the vapor, the smell that you're trying to smell, gets it to the smell receptors. Those smell receptors then take that little vapor package of compounds and breaks it apart and tries to figure out a way for you, really your brain, to associate those compounds. As we grow and we get older, we experience more things, we go to more places, we've tasted a bunch of stuff, our smell receptors become more complex. They're able to associate more specifically what things are versus just a generalization. It's like how an adult is able to tell a really good cup of coffee from a really crappy one. If you put those 2 cups in front of a child, it's gonna taste 2 awfully bitter cups of coffee. Will be no difference to them. It's because as adults, we've grown our palates, we've grown our smell receptors, and all those things are much more complex for us. So we're able to identify more flavors and more complexity in the foods we eat because we can smell them. We know how to associate those smells. Smell and taste literally go hand in hand. You cannot have taste without smell. 80% of flavor that we perceive is coming from smell. Ever think when you were a kid and you had to take really yucky medicine, they told you to hold your nose?
That's because it blocks the taste.
Or when you're really sick and your nose is stuffy and you feel like no matter what you eat, it doesn't taste like anything, that's because there's too much mucus on your smell receptors and the smells can't get in to be evaluated. Your mouth can't really do too much, so you don't get much flavor. Those smells get to your smell receptor in 2 ways. First, you're sticking your nose into the vapor and you're breathing it in and it goes directly to your smell receptors. And the second is actually when you're eating something. You put it into your mouth then warms the food, and those vapors that are created in your mouth are then going up through the back of your throat and into your nose. That same idea of having to warm the food to get more vapor, to get more smell, is exactly the same reason why that cold or frozen food doesn't smell as aromatic as hot and warm food do. What have we learned today? Your nose is so much more important than you thought it was. We only taste 5 flavors. We smell thousands of them. A single thing has its own little creation of compounds packaged in a little vapor package that creates its own specific smell for our smell receptors to then analyze and associate things with. 80% of flavor comes from smell. If you don't want to taste it, close your nose. If you've made it all the way to the end of these Science Sunday videos, I love you and I need more of you in my life. If you liked this video or I just forced you to learn something, please go to my YouTube channel, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram, whatever you got, I'm grateful for it. We'll see you later this week for a new recipe that I absolutely love and some more science about a week from now. Sound good? Think so. Goodbye.